Hello followers. Today we are going to see the topic subqueries. So first we will see what are the concepts we have in subquery. Actually in SQL itself, if you want to give solutions, then subquery is the only area we can give the solution. So how the subqueries works? Actually subqueries, it will have multiple queries and it will answer multiple part of questions. See, there's an important concept in subquery. First, these are the agenda today for today. What is subquery? Rules of subquery and types of subquery and single row subquery, multiple row subquery, multiple column, nested subquery, correlated subquery, inline view, scalar subquery, subquery select, from class, where class, and exist, not exist, in, not in, any, all, and null handling, and performance tips and entry question. These are the topics we are going to discuss very detailed way. Let's go one by one. Okay. Uh, First one is what is subquery? If you are writing query inside one more query, see, till now whatever the session we saw, always we are writing only direct query, but after condition, if you are writing another query, then it's called subquery. If you are writing the subquery, what happens? First, the inner query will run. This result will be passed to the outer query. So this is called subquery. It can be any place. If it's coming from where clause, we call it as nested subquery. If it's in the from clause, then it's called as inline view. If you are keeping in the select clause, it calls subselect or scalar subquery. So it can occur any places. Okay. So for it depends on the business need and the solution you are going to give. Based on that, you can write a subquery. Okay. So first one, this is simple nested subquery because the subquery it's in the where class. What will happen? First, it will run this query, take the department number from sales table, and this department number matching with EMP table department number, then it will display the results. That's way it will work. First, it will run inner query. This result will be passed here. So this department equal to this. Then it will give the result. Just run. This is sample output after running the um, uh, this subquery. So the sales department, uh, wherever the department name is sales, that particular department taken, uh, who are working on that particular department, those all employees display here. Okay. Um, okay. Next. Um, so okay. This is single row subquery. So if in what is single row subquery? If inner query return single value, so single value and the operator, the greater than, less than, equal to, these are the single row operator. If it's we use the single row operator, then we call it as single row subquery. So if inner query inner query is giving them multiple value, then we use multiple row subquery. This is the multiple row subquery operator in, any, all. Okay, so these are the operator we use for multiple row subquery. So in the inner query returning multiple values, like from the DPT table we have multiple values. In the list, whatever the value matching, then we will use the in operator, the equality operator. What is any? See, if example, see, let me show any. So if, see, here we have the any and all. So equal to any, greater than at least one value. In that one value, any one of the value is matching greater than, then we will see the value. So while showing the example, I will give the detailed explanation. Okay, let's go to run by one and by one. Okay, so this is the first query we are running first. This SQL developer. So first, see what is happening. First, it's run this Oracle internally run this one. See 30th department. So where employee department number equal to 30, those all records will be displayed here. See, it's all divided. So if you get fetch the department name equal to sales, those data you can fetch using this one, using the single line subqueries. Okay, so first it will fire inner query, then the result will be given to outer query. Outer query will run. So okay, based on your need, you can write the subqueries. Okay, next. Next one is single row of query. See, let's run this. So if we are running this, see, first I am running this query. See here 2975. If it's more than the salary is more than 2975, display those all employee. So is based on your client needs, they want to check before displaying the data. Based on the inner query result, we have to evaluate the outer query. Then we can use this. So, okay, 2975. More than that, what are the salary available in employee? So that's running a query. See, these are the salary. It's more than 2975. Okay, 3000, 5000. So that's the way it will display. This is single row. Similar way, less than also you can work. Okay. So less than. So less than. These are the employee less than. Okay. Less than equal to. So equal to also will work. Okay. So equal to that's one say. So if we are using not equal to also. So other than Jones salary, if you want to see. So these are single row subquery. So because the inner query give the single result. Okay. So single result, then the operator will be single row operator. Then it's called single row subquery. Okay. That is the example. Let's see the multiple row operator. Okay. Multiple row subquery. So if your inner query returning multiple values. So example, if we see here, this DPT have these many values. See, 6 values. So if you use equal to operator, eh, it won't execute. Single row query returning more than, if you are getting this error, means the inner query returning multiple values, it's not able to handle this with this operator. So that's the way we are going with in. So if in, it will the list operator, so it will handle multiple row. So it's first fetching the department table and whatever the values matching with this EMP table, then those all values will display. This is single row. Okay, sorry. In operator, it's multiple row operator in operators. Next. Okay. Uh, Let's see the so in we checked. Okay. Uh, Multiple row operator. So single row subquery, multiple row in any all. Okay. Let's see the example of any and all. Okay. See, I will show any and all. So just if you understand this concept, you can write any subquery with the confident. Okay. See what's happening here. See, if we are putting the greater than any, first we will see what the inner query result. See, these are the results. Okay, inner query results I am printing. So these are the 6 value. See, it's greater than any. Okay. See. See, these are the values. See, here I am putting it where I can put it. Let me put it. This is the value, the final result. See, here I pinged the inner result. So this is the result. See, if you see, it's matching with any one of these values. Greater than. Okay. So if greater than the minimum value in the list. So these values, it's greater than minimum. In this 950 is minimum. In this 9 other than 950, any these values matching with in this list. Okay. So it will go any always go uh, minimum value in that particular list. Okay. If you go less. So what will happen? So here in this list, what is the maximum? 2850. So other than 2850, less than whatever the values, those all will be displayed. See? So greater than, it's going the minimum value more than that. In the less than, it's going maximum value less than that. Okay. So while running the query, just check and see the data, then you can start writing the queries. Okay. This is minimum and less than and greater than equal to any. See, equal to any, it's exactly matching with that data. Okay. So that's the way we can write the for any. Okay. So this is the operator for any. So I think it's clear. Okay. Always run the data inner query and outer query results. Just compare it, then come to the conclusion. Okay. Based on the requirement, you have write it. Okay. Let's go with all. Okay. So I think it's clear now. So any it's done. Say the simple example, it's giving greater than at least one value. Okay. Equal to any means at least greater than one value. All means greater than every value. See, first we will go all. So see, first I'm clearing this window. See, equal to all. Okay. So equal possibles now. So here, if you see this value, what is the value? So these are the values for inner query. So now let's run the outer query. See, just I am taking this salary. See what happening. See, it's more than this maximum value in the list. All what happened? The entire list taking the max value. If it's more than that, then it's displaying the um, output, those values. Okay. So it just understand the difference between all and any. So how any is working. See, if you see less than how it works. Check. See, this is the only salary less than that 30th department salary. See, So it's a less value is 950. Less than 950, it's 800. See, as part of a, any, it's going from the least value to it's any one of the values less than that, then it's going. Greater than it will go for the maximum value. But all it's will less than it's going for um less than it's going for the maximum minimum value less than that. Greater than it's going for with a greater value. So okay, other than that maximum value from the list. Okay, just always before um giving the results to the client, run to the query, and after verifying the data, just period. Okay, so if you see the data, then you can easily understand. See, just I am showing it to employee table, it will be very easy to understand. That's why. Okay, so while using uh, all any this greater than less than operator, just you can see. Okay, these are the any and all operator. Okay, any and all operators. Let's see another concept, multiple column subquery. It's a, if you want to compare multiple columns, then we can go multiple uh, column comparison. It's sometimes it's called component var class. Okay, they call it as component var class. How it's work? If you want to see, check, it's always work with in operator. If you want to work two column as a combination in one row, you want to check two column values at a time, then you can use this is the see now here what interpreting is job number and department number both should match, then only you have to display the result. Okay, so here it's checking the salary of greater than 3000. This is the president. Then is job and department number wherever it's matching, then you bring it. See, if we have one more department with 20 and his salary is 5000, you won't get it here. So if you want to see exact that particular row with checking multiple column, then you can go with pairwise comparison. It's called component subqueries. Okay, so this scenario also may happen. If you want to check multiple columns in the var class, you can go with multiple column subqueries. Okay. Okay, this is the multiple column subqueries. Let's go with exist operator. See, actually, it's more interesting operator to handle the nulls in subquery. So what happen in subqueries? Sometimes what happen? So example, I will take subquery and I will give the explanation. Okay, so write it in the let me write it. So here we have I want to see from EMP table whatever MGR number matching with employee number from EMP table. Whatever the who are the manager, I want to see those manager details from the EMP table. Okay, just I am writing this. So here I am seeing who are the managers from that employee table. So if it's match the MGR number matching with employee number, then I want to see it. So when we using writing subquery, if you use not in other than these people, I want to see it, then it will return null. Why it's happening? So whenever you are using not in operator in subqueries, if it's inner query returning single null, then entire outer query result will be the null. Okay, this will called null propagation will happen. So we have to very careful while writing the subquery if you are using not in operator. So whenever you are seeing using this not in operator, make sure this column should not contain null. Okay, if it's having the null, the handling we have to use different operator called exist or not exist. Okay, so we will go there. Just I will show how it's here. So this is the all the employee, only king is having null value. Because of this single null, its entire result will be null. Okay, so when we are using the subquery, so make sure when using the not in operator, so in operator it will fine work fine, but not in operator the complete result will be null. Okay, so always, so how to handle it, this one, maybe mgr is not null. If where mgr is not null, then this way some people handle, but this is not a correct way. So let me show how to handle that scenario null. So but just understand how the null propagation will happen. So interviews mostly will get uh, so if inner query returning any nulls, what will happen in the outer query if I use negation operator or not in operator. So directly may not ask, but you will get the questions in the null handling, how you handle null in subqueries. Okay. Okay. So now let's go with scalar subquery. We can write subquery in the here, where in the select clause itself, we can write this query is called scalar subquery or subselect. Okay, so if you want, they want to see the aggregated value in the list. See here, so they want to see the highest salary as a one column. Okay, then they can use this subselect within the bracket if you are writing any query. So that's called um, but it will allow only one column. If you want multiple column, then you have to go with inline view. Okay, this is subselect inline view. How inline view will use? See, if we can write the subquery in the from class. So if you are writing the subquery in the from class, this is called inline view. Okay, then it will behave like one virtual table. This is called inline view or uh, this inline view or inline subquery. So it's become one table. Okay, then you can see it, and from here we can see example. I want to see example how we can view. Okay, let's select uh, e dot star from emp. I am giving one alias comma. I am writing one more select average cell and max cell from EMP group by department number. AGG. Okay. Now I am what I am doing here. I am getting on department number. Okay. So now you can see I am writing the where class. Where E dot department equal to T dot aggregate dot Okay, it's I'm giving some column alias to these columns. This cell, max cell. So now it's become one column in the. So now directly I can give agg dot max cell, comma agg dot average cell and max cell. Now each department, whatever the see. Now I am seeing each department average cell and max cell from the uh, based on their departments. Okay, so you want to see aggregated value and non-aggregated value in the select class. That time you can go for inline view. So interviews, sometimes they ask, I want to get the data from different aggregation, then how you will handle. So this is a way we can handle writing the inline views. So it can be anything. So based on the client needs, we can write subselect and give the alias, and it will behave like some virtual table. Okay. So some people whatever they will make it as this one as a with class and they will write it. So inline the another approach, make it as with class. Okay, just if you know how to write the inline, so with class is just this one, you take it with and the alias name, then that alias name you can use it here. The example just write it and show you. Okay, so I want to write it this one as a with class, just with. That's it. So instead of writing here, we are writing here and we are making that use. So sometimes what happen, interviews, if we are having same table used multiple times, how you handle optimize. Using with class, we can write it once, that same result set we can use it multiple times. Okay, that's the way we get the interview questions. Okay, exist operator. So I showed you right how the null working. So here uh, so here, before getting into this one, I want to explain the correlated subquery. So correlated subquery, how it works. Always the nested subquery or the inline view, what will happen? First inner query run, the result will pass to the outer query. But correlated subquery, it will run in the different style. What happen? First, the outer query will run. This result pass to the inner query where condition. Then it will get the result and it's matched with the where condition. If it's true, then display the output. That's the way the communication happen between outer query and inner query for um, every statement. See example just here. So that's why we should very careful while writing the query. Okay. First it will run outer query. That's department number passed to inner query and this department matching with the inner query department one. Then it will take max salary then equal to the salary. Then only it will display. Okay. So that's the way it will write. It will communicate from inner query and outer query. It's called correlated subquery. Okay. And this is the concept. Mostly interviews you will get how you will get the uh, how the correlate subquery works. Okay. So sometimes they will ask, I want to see each department their maximum salary who are matching with the department, then which correlated subquery. Okay. So how it works? So exist operator. So so here the syntax if you see directly it's check it's true or false. Okay, if it's matching with a particular department then it will. Okay, so only these three department matching with DPT and EMP table, that's why though only those department it's displaying. So only we have value for this department, that's why First it will take department table. So let's query the department table. So here, these are the department. Here, what are the department we have? See only these three one. That's why it's giving only value to the this record. So now, if it's having not exist, whatever the department we have only employee, I want to see those. Then these are the department we don't have. So how? But if you use so example, if you not text department number in what will happen? See, it's coming in operator, it's fine working. If you use not in 7. So okay, so here okay, correlated subquery is working. So now, so I want to show select MGR EMP. So here you see here file number Martin select MGR EMP. So instead of not in, exist here where e dot file number equal to way. Yeah. So it's this employee which is not having the department. If you use not in, it will fail. So if it's use correlated subquery with not exist operator, then the null we can handle in the best way. Okay. So always use exist operator to handle the nulls in subqueries. Okay. So that's the concepts I want to discuss. Thank you so much for viewing this channel. Okay, so just the summarizing this. Okay, before writing the subqueries, check the plan for the subquery. Same concept can be achieved in joins also. Check it. So based on the plan, you can take decision how you are going to write it. It's subquery or um, uh, in the joints. Okay, so interviews you may get the questions like what is the subquery, difference between joints and subquery, what's the correlated subquery, inline view, not in range, when, null, why exist, and in when to use any and all performance. So always see the plan and take the decision. Okay, um, multiple column subqueries. Okay, these are the concept I discussed. Okay, follow the session and practice once, then you will get very good clarity. Okay, thank you so much for viewing the channel. Please subscribe my channel, comment and share your feedback and provide your comments. I will be putting the videos on Oracle topic. Thank you.